Hi everybody, I'm Outdoor Enthusiast 101 and today I'm just going to give a few tips on finding some locations for practicing your survival techniques and bushcraft and either just wild camping or anything like that. I've shared this with a few people through emails who've been asking me how I find my areas, and they said, well, that's a brilliant idea, I've never thought of that, and a few people have benefited from it, so I thought I'd just go through what I do and maybe it can help some of you out who are looking for things like that. So here's a secret, it's Google Earth. Google Earth, you can just press Google Earth in the regular Google search device, go on their site and it's a free download, everything on here is free. You can upgrade but that costs money and there's no need for it really. So again, zooming in, obviously go to your own location, and then I've turned some of the options off, the roads and things like that, so it loads a bit quicker. But I'm just going to go to any location. I'm not going to go to my own night because so we're quite lucky here because we have got quite good rural spots where I am, but I'm going to try and go towards a more populated area. See, this is quite populated here, and that's the one. Anyway, so again, we are quite rural here, so it's not going to be the same for anybody, but just going to any village like this, let's just zoom in here to a... Okay, so say you're in this guy's house. What I'd do is, say if I were searching for myself, I'd put my location in and just say, for namesake, this is where I am. And what I'd do is basically just have a look round in the general area, zoom out and see what it's my fancy. Already I can see some fields in the near location, so I'll just have a look round. Okay, here, so again, looking at my location, I can plot my route and I see a nice little patch of woodland here. It looks pretty thin, but I don't see any immediate footpaths or anything there. Zooming out even further, you can see what else takes my fancy. So here we've got a nice patch. We've got quite a lot of patches here, depending on how far you want to go. It'll also eliminate, if you're thinking I want to get somewhere in my area but don't think there is, you may be able to see, well actually there isn't, you know, you could rule it out and maybe have to go on a train or even a bus to get your kind of locations, but at least you'll know then, you know what I mean? You see, I'd be looking at all this, and what I'd do is make a couple of days on it. I'd probably start here and trek through, and then I'd know when to hit the road. So far I'd get some bearings before I go. I've got a nice field here, that's an easy one to recognise when I'm in there, and opening here up. Again, having a look around outside, thinking maybe this is someone's private land. You see here, this won't be a good idea because obviously we've got some sort of housing there, but this looks pretty. I've got a little path there. What's this? Bagsworth Park. So again, and then I'd think about hitting the road. I'd look for a bearing again. I don't really use maps, I like to use visual bearings to see where I'm going. So again, I'd be heading south, I'd have this on my right hand side as I'm heading south. As I hit the road I'd follow it right, as I'm going down it'd be right, until I come in fork in the road, keep going, and then I'll see this another patch here on my right. And then start exploring these. Look at all these here, loads of areas I can start going into. And if you see, I don't see any paths, there's something there. Zoom in again. I can see the local housing, general wind direction, which way my smoke could be going, things like this. Going in again. I mean, brilliant device this, absolutely brilliant. I'll just go through somewhere else. I'll go a bit further now if there leads or something like that. Anyway, this looks pretty populated here. Again, this is free to download, anyone's can have this. Just go on Google Earth, type it in, look for it, get the download. Okay, yeah, so a really populated area here. This is very, I think it's probably a city somewhere, might be Leeds. Let's just say I live here, Manston. And then same process again. Just steadily zoom out. Look for any clusters. Immediately there's one, but it looks like it might be, that's just ground from a building. So centerising again and then just zooming out. It looks like here this would be the kind of area where I need to travel to get some sort of area. But again, it's better than not knowing. It's thinking maybe there's something out there and not being able to find it. This will open that door for you. You'll be able to see straight away, yeah there is, or no there isn't. So zooming right out. The best area here in Sticks. Looks like I'm going to have to head east. There's a main road here, so I could focus in on this main road. What we got here? A social club and a massive building. I could wait till I see that before I come to the crossroads, and then start heading inland, north again. There's a nice patch of woodlands. This is a golf course, but here this looks pretty untouched. Again, saying this, obviously you'd need to have landowner's permission and don't ever go anywhere. I've got to say that obviously, but I think we're on the same page about finding wild places to camp, and as long as you're not destructive, there shouldn't be any reason for anyone to know you're there, or any signs that you've been there afterwards. So even in a heavily populated city area, immediately I found a fairly rugged area here, some nice open land where I could travel. I've got visual bearings for fields, big factories. Pretty open land here, don't seem to be any visible footpaths in. There is footpaths on the... But again, you could be on a footpath like this and then just look for a visual bearing again on the landscape and then just boom, straight into it, on it. Again, always have a look for visual signs of private property. But I think I think that tip's a really good one. This is what I use. I found my areas like this, and I find many more. And not only that, if there were, in my case, the Lake District's up on the northwest, I can find clusters of forestry to jump from one to other and set up my camps in the night. I don't video them kind of things because I'd need so much battery and things like that. It's just pain to take everything. So, but like I say, from being in a populated area, I think that's about where we went with it. Manston, we found the most local area. I mean, that you'd be able to find if you lived in the area, the golf course, and then you'd be able to get a bearing from there where you were. So I say I've told Mike about this MCQ Bushcraft, and he gave me an email back saying, wow, I've already found a couple of places and I'm heading there this weekend. So give it a go, guys. No matter where you are, you can either eliminate the process, or you can use it to your advantage. Either way, you know what I mean. Look at all these here now. So I mean, also my brother lives down south, so really down south now. Let's just go Bude. You would have been there. Let's try Bude. Done just about every place in Devon, Cornwall, absolutely everywhere. So again, say you live in Bude. And say I live there. Again, just zoom out. I mean, I can see here, but that looks pretty thin. Not much at all here. But if I lived in this area, I'd be on here. I'd be looking for things like this to go rock hopping for sea bass, casting lines out, get her a spinner on go, get some sea bass in freezer, about that. This is where I'd be. Look at that, perfect. Path there, be rocking down some rocks here, churning sea bass maybe coming in. Nice little cove here. But I'll be sat on the end of there, look. That's where I'd be. I'd managed to find my way to that, and I'd be casting line and getting some of this sea bass coming in and churning up food. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm getting carried away. Anyway, I think I've made my point. Very good resource for finding areas, I think. Really good. And encourage anyone to give it a go. You see, if I lived in Bude, this is where I'd. This is your local woodlands, look, this is all you'll be able to get to. But a good tip, you may just find that secret little spot you're looking for, you know what I mean? So I hope this can help you out. Give it a go, let me know if you benefit from it. If you do, pass the word on, you know, many people will benefit from other people showing as well. Yeah, there you go. Hope this one helps. Have a good one, guys.